Let's
You know,
go. Let's
let's
go.
talk what's going on over there in the UK. Um, Rob,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Megan knew what she was getting into. But I guess love can make you blind sometimes, right? So at this point, after Megan's statement about her son being the color
Yeah.
shy of whiteness,
Yeah.
is it fair for me? Is it fair for you? Is it fair for somebody else to say the royal family is racist?
That's the question which has been flying around the
Yeah.
media,
I mean, you
social
can tackle it
media,
the way you want it, so mhm.
everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
that's been the hot topic ever since the interview.
Hmm.
Um, Here's my take.
Hmm.
I think um, I think Meghan Markle underestimated the what's the word? The depth
Hmm.
of what she was getting into, you
Hmm.
know? And I think that if you're coming from a background where maybe, you know, in America you're a celebrity or you're considered as a celebrity,
Hmm.
um, it's slightly different. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the the celebrity world and then the world of aristocracy is two different worlds. And they actually don't really meet. And I think in America you can Trump became president. You know, he technically in America you can make your fortune and become president. You know,
Right. Right. Right.
and I don't want to offend any Americans, but like you can almost not buy your way into society, but
Hmm.
having money in America can take you a lot further
Right.
than let's say here in the UK. Because in
Okay.
England, if you have money, yes, you can have money, but
Mm,
that doesn't mean that you have access.
mm,
You see, money doesn't equal access into the types of circles that she was getting into. It's not like I'll give you an example. Like David Beckham, he's very wealthy.
hmm.
Made his fortune in his lifetime. He
Right.
he 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 doesn't have that type of access, even as big as he is, because it's a completely different world. It's not to do with how much money you just made, or it's all about pedigree. It's almost it's all about tradition, and I think she bit off a lot more than she could chew. That's just my take. I don't think she understood like what that world actually means, the world of aristocracy
Mm,
and how it operates. Even if you look at Diana, she had problems, you know,
hmm.
and she was not she was considered as yeah, you might say a commoner, but like she came from like a well-to-do family, so
Mm,
it's a class thing, you know. I think more than, and I think Megan probably naively thought that she could come in and the world that she was coming from would have like a type of bearing or some sort of influence into the world that she was going into.
mm.
And no, it doesn't work like that.
So it's hard to penetrate this institution. Hmm.
Yeah, for anyone. I think it would be difficult for anybody, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think on top of the fact that yeah, I mean like the royal family, they're what 1,200 years deep. Like I don't know
Hmm.
how many generations they've been
Hmm.
going, but like everything that they stand for is what came before them. Now, if you're gonna come in and try and challenge that, you're
Mm,
you're a threat. So they're
mm.
not gonna want to, you know, you're not
Would
gonna
you say
fit
this?
in there.
Yeah. So would you say the foundation of this institution, though,
Mhm.
is racism or racist?
Well, I mean, if you look at the fact that
Hmm.
the royal family,
Hmm.
okay, the British did not invent slavery, but they definitely monopolized the triangular trade. They created the triangular trade.
Mm,
You know, um, John Hawkins, if I'm not mistaken,
mm,
was actually sponsored by Queen Elizabeth. She funded his expedition.
mm,
So, the royal family has a history of
mm,
funding excursions that were about enslaving and capturing people
mm,
to sell them for profit. Now, if you know that you're getting into a family that, I mean, I'm not saying that the current members, obviously they're not slave owners, but you
right,
know
right, 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 right.
that's
We're
what they
not saying.
stand for. We know what they stand on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, what they built that empire on was racism. It was built on colonialism. It was built on on slavery. The justification for that was racism, because slavery it was an economic endeavor, but to justify doing that, you had to demonize the people that you were going to be trading. Otherwise, it was not going to work. If you all of a sudden considered these people as actual people, then you wouldn't be able to sell them as slaves, would you?
Right.
So yes, I think that the foundation of the whole monarchy is quite racist.
Right.
But to answer the question in this respect,
Uh,
you know, would I say the Queen is racist? Hey,